second to know if everything is working. Alright, everything seems to be in order. Oh, I don't like that. Like, almost at all. But it works, so... Alright, so... Yeah, do that. Alright. So, last time, got first visit of these 3 done. Now it's off to Disney Castle.
This is your castle. Must be nice to be home, huh? Well?
You know, something just don't feel quite right.
Yeah. Move it! Let's go! Queen Minnie needs to see you! The castle's in danger! Hurry, to the library!
Alright. Start off with the save. Nothing really in here. Looks cool in here. I always did like just the interior. Disney Castle. Oh no, the bombs. I just want... Let's just get everything and then continue. There's a lot of stuff just in this like little courtyard. Oh, I thought there'd be some back there, but I guess not. Star recipe. Interesting. Okay, but how? Oh, like that. High jump. Probably the best thing I could have gotten early. Or else I wouldn't have been able to get any of this. I'm just gonna assume the Heartless never end, and because they're just shadows, I'm just gonna ignore them. Oh god, there's so many. Oh, hey. There's one. Oh, I didn't get anything? I guess that's what the star recipe gave me. Does it tell me, like, what these things do? I guess not, but I'll make it. I like this one too. Okay. I can buy stuff. Not even that good. Oh, I almost forgot that I got a new Keyblade in the last time. Okay, Hero's Crest for Valor, and then Starseeker. I guess. And then I'll give Goofy, because he's the tank, I guess. Oh, Goofy got something new. Hyper healing. No, I don't like that. Yep. I'm going with that. Alright. And then what does it want me to customize that? Don't care. Go into the journal. Do I have all the heart pieces? No. Yep. What about... Probably not. Yep. Alright, back to whatever we were doing.
Your Majesty, Queen Minnie, we're back. You're here.
Your Royal Highness, did you happen to summon us?
Yes.
Where's the king?
Excuse them. This is our friend Sora. Sora! The king told me all about you in his letters. He said you're a very brave young man.
So, do you know where he is?
Your Majesty, what your Highness doing in your castle? Oh my, so those are the Heartless.
Don't worry, we'll take care of him.
I know I can count on you, Sora. Now there's something I'd like
just got
all
turned
of you
into,
to come
like,
and see.
an extermination
Would you
squad
please
for
escort
Heartless.
me to the audience chamber?
You got Heartless? Ooh, no problem. We got it.
I forgot to warn everyone else in the castle about the danger. We must be sure they're hidden somewhere safe.
Okay, we'll go tell them.
The whole castle?
We just gotta split up, Donald.
I'll make sure that everyone knows what's going on.
No, Sora, you just get lost.
Okay, then I'll stay with the queen.
Good.
Alrighty then, see you later.
The audience chamber, right, ma'am?
Yes, Sora. Let's be on our way.
Alright, let's see. Why can I... Oh, Chicken Little, right. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Ha! Let's go.
Nice.
This way. Ha! Yeah. Ha! This way. Let's go.
Nice.
This way. Yeah. Ha! This way. Yeah.
The Queen's actually taking care of the Heartless pretty well.
This way. This way. Let's go.
Left.
This way. Let's go.
Left.
This way. Let's go.
Left. Just one moment. As soon as the trouble started, I made sure to seal this room.
Oh, I should probably... There we go.
Now then, shall we?
I hate this. This makes me mad every time. It's like, what's the point? Like, no one in the world would make a door that big just to have a smaller door.
I got him.
No, that's not true. Everybody would.
This way. This way. Let's go.
Left.
People would do it just to make other people
This way.
angry.
Let's go.
Left.
This way. 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 Let's go.
Left.
It's actually not that
This
bad.
way. Let's go.
Left.
This 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 way. Let's go.
Left.
Hey, I leveled up from that.
This way. Let's go.
Left.
This way. This way. Let's go.
Left.
That was pretty easy.
Come on, give me a break. Huh?
And then everybody dies. Yep. What's behind the castle? Or the chair? Like, what are those statues? I never looked at those.
The room below is called the Hall of the Cornerstone. Our castle has always been safe from worlds that are evil, thanks to the Cornerstone of Light, which we keep down there.
The cornerstone of light?
So if there's a cornerstone of light, there should be one for darkness, too.
This is the castle's cherished cornerstone. Oh, but look, the thorns.
I wonder why they never did a world for, like, a Disney movie that wasn't, like, cartoons. Like, why not make a live-action one?
Magnificent!
No way.
I mean, the cartoons still fit in no matter what.
Well, what have we here?
But
If it isn't the wretched Keyblade holder and his pitiful lackeys.
What? Now you're gonna deal with me!
All in good time.
actually, no. What am I talking
promise
about?
You'll be able to partake of my
We have the
vengeance,
Pirates of the
but you
Caribbean.
must be patient.
Just what are you doing here, Maleficent?
Ah, Queen Minnie. Radiant as always. I'm here on a property venture. I want this castle for my own. However, it's a bit too bright for what I have in mind. I suppose I'll just have to fill every room with my personal touch of darkness.
You'd better stop right now if you know what's good for you.
Ooh, how frightening. Very well.
I kind of like it with all the thorns and everything.
Just as soon as the castle belongs to me.
Alright. Calm down, Maleficent.
What a hag.
Nothing like this has ever happened before. I looked through all the records in the library, but I couldn't find a single clue.
Oh! Huh? We should go ask somebody who knows lots of stuff that ain't in any book.
Merlin the Wizard! Yes, that's perfect. Merlin just might know something about this mess. Let's ask his advice.
We saw him in Hollow Bastion, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Don't care. Reaction boost. Huh. That's pretty good. Alright. World map. A new episode was added. That's pretty good.
Anybody home?
Merlin!
The castle's in danger.
What is all that racket? Oh, I thought. Oh, it's you. It looks like you've learned a bit since the last time I saw you.
Really?
Wait a minute! Let's talk about the problem. It's Maleficent. She's back.
Where? Inside the castle?
Yup, and Heartless too.
Oh dear.
Maleficent wants to send over the whole castle in order. She found the heart.
I like how it just fades to black. Don't want to even hear what Donald has to say.
There's hardness in every part of the castle. The queen is in danger. What?
Perhaps I'd better just see for myself. Interesting.
What's happening, Merlin?
This is not good. In fact, I'm afraid it's quite serious.
What's that?
That don't look like the one from the first Kingdom
gateway
Hearts.
to a special world. Someone in that world is responsible for what's going on in this castle. Of that, I'm certain.
Oh, boy.
We knew we could count on you, Merlin.
Then we should go get him.
Wait a moment. The perpetrators must be stopped, of course, but there's something else to do first. Somewhere in that world, there should be another door that's identical to this one. I believe our enemies are utilizing that door. As long as it remains open, the castle will be in grave danger. Listen carefully, Sora. You must find that door, and when you do, lock it with your keyblade.
Got it.
You'll get down on us.
And now, one more thing. You're heading into a very special world. While you're there, the nature of that world may tempt you to do something dark. You must resist that temptation at all costs.
What do you mean?
You'll know soon enough. I have faith in you, my lads.
Alright. It's almost exactly like the door from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Hey, look! There's the cornerstone of light.
I like how the audio also goes like
What's going
old-timey.
on? Everything's black and white.
Deja vu?
Really? Have you been
Oh,
here
Sora
before?
even has his old clothes.
Hey, you! Seen any bad guys around here?
Oh, rip.
Why, I oughta... Nah, I don't have time to waste on punks like you, so I guess I'll go easy on
I
ya.
forgot that's what Donald used to look like. It's so
Well,
bad.
there's our villain. Yeah.
Ah, yes, the map. Huh. There's another ability ring. And then all these are better. I guess I really care about this one more. Alright. To the pier. I don't have a high enough jump for that. Talk to Pete in a second. Frontier.
What's
Punish.
with you squirts? You got some kind of bone to pick with me?
More than one.
Them's fighting words.
Them's fighting words.
Not so fast.
What's that for? What's that for?
Almost. So close.
Yeah.
No, there's no point.
Yeah.
Kind of weird that you have to end them on a finisher. Like, just
What
hitting
you
them
bucks
once won't
think
end
with
it.
me anyway? Who are you? You new around here?
Cut the act.
Whoa!
You know, something doesn't seem quite right here. Are you sure you're Pete?
Well, of course I'm Pete. I'm the captain of the steamboat, so stop bothering me, see? So hit the road. I gotta go find the little runt what stole my boat.
Gosh, maybe we made a mistake.
I'm starting to think the same thing. He hasn't even called any Heartless.
Sorry we attacked
See, this
you
is
like that,
Pete
Captain
before he,
Pete.
like, turned evil.
Oh yeah? Well, if you're really sorry, then go find my steamboat.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my hickin' back.
Oh, now they show the title. I do like Timeless River. Huh. I saw that. Those guys literally just walked through to the other side.
Hey, look! There's the cornerstone of light!
What's going on? Everything's black and white.
Deja vu?
Really? Have you been here before?
Huh. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got that. Alright, so I'll save that one for last.
What are they building?
I think this one's easy.
Look out!
Uh-huh.
Gee, he seems kind of different somehow.
Heartless! I knew it! You really saved the day. Now, let's get those Heartless! It's over! Take this! Take this! Take this! Yeah! Whoa! Ha! Ha! Right! Yeah! This is it! Yeah! Back off!
There we go. That one's a little annoying, but it's not as bad.
How do you like that?
I think the burning building one is the worst.
Hey, look!
I can't even tell that I'm in Valor form.
You absolute idiot. You've managed to fail at everything. And what's more, you foolishly thought you could take my place while I was away. Well, as of now, you're finished. Mark my words, there'll be no place for you when our time comes. Useless imbecile.
That's just rude.
But I...
Which one is this one? Oh, that's the tiny village. This is the one with the cars. That's the one with the black hole.
The town shrunk.
Or do you think maybe we got bigger?
Hey, look at the toy cannons. What's he saying? Hey,
Hate
they're
these things.
heartless.
Oh no. I'm destroying people's houses. I mean, that's good. Alright. I don't think that... It's like really hard to tell. I don't think at all what those things... Oh, they are. Gotta end this before the town. That looks like the last one, so this should be it. Yep. Town's fine.
Man, that was weird.
Just, you can rebuild.
Over there.
Oh, for crying out loud. You didn't have to go and say that. Okay, I might have messed up every now and then, but I'm a lot more things than useless. Why, when I was starting out... Oh, I miss those good old days. What I wouldn't give to go back in time. What
I feel bad for him.
Give. Huh? Hey, I think that's my...
Huh. I did those two. I hate these cars.
Fire! Come on, he needs our help. Give me strength. Yeah. Back off. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. This is it. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. It's over. It's over.
Come on. There we go. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Well, that takes care of that. Hey!
Let's see what's next on Pete's sad life.
Fascinating. This appears to be a portal to the past.
Yeah, it was the strangest thing.
Stop gawking! And start thinking of a way we can use it to our advantage.
Okay?
Now, perhaps I could give you one more chance to redeem yourself.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You can count on me. So what do I do?
Patience, my dear. What have we here? Well, if it isn't the cornerstone of light. Now we can take the castle from those fools, but we'll have to proceed with the utmost of care.
I like how Goofy's like the sage of the group. Sora and Donald are like, oh man, this is gonna be cool if we do it, but it's like kind of a bad thing.
Yeah.
Alright. Yep. Just a black hole in the middle of the house.
Come on, he needs our help.
Bees. I'm not sure how I got that, but yep.
Huh?
Listen well. On the other side of this portal, they're about to begin construction on that wretched castle. But until then, their treasured cornerstone of light lies unguarded, with all of its power still contained.
The cornerstone of light?
Yes, that cursed sphere is the very thing that prevents us from entering the castle.
Oh,
You know what must be done? Go then. Time to prove your worth. And don't dare to fail me again.
She's not even telling him what to do. That's like the dumbest thing you can do. He doesn't even know what he's doing.
don't fail her again. Let's see. That's it. I just gotta smash that cornerstone to smithereens. But first, I gotta go get my old boat back.
It was Pete after all.
Still, something doesn't seem right.
The Pete we met here had kind of an attitude, but he didn't seem like a bad guy.
Now that castle's as good as ours.
That's the Pete we know. Oh no! The cornerstone's gone!
They're gonna fill the castle with darkness. We gotta hurry.
I don't think that's how time
Hey, hold
works.
it right there!
No way, small fry. I finally found the pipsqueak what stole my steamboat. Right, me. No, it wasn't me. I'm just somebody who looks like me.
Oh, which is it?
They look completely different, Sora. Come on, man.
Wait! Shut up! Your future's on the line, Valley, so back off and give me the vote!
Oh!
After him!
You bugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to! Later, losers! Later, losers! You bugs couldn't follow. You bugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to.
Oh, come on. Come on. So close. Oh, what?
I'll show you. Later, losers. Later, losers. Later, losers. I can't take anymore.
Come on. Oh.
Okay.
Dodge rolls in a command. There we go. Oh, Donald learned Fantasia.
Yes.
You'll pay for this.
Where you going, Pete?
Donald, we'll come back for it later. Pete's heading for the doorway.
I mean, probably the wrong priorities, but... How are you gonna get to it over there? Good music still. Oh man, who are you? I'm you, but stronger.
No! You're still wet behind the ears.
Then try us.
So is Pete a cat? Because, like, new Pete doesn't look anything like a cat.
Yeah, take this.
Out by the
What?
gate.
Yeah, back off. Yeah.
Out by the gate.
Oh,
What's that for?
hello.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Out by the gate. Get out of my way. What's that?
Come on. Stop with your exploding marbles. DB is fine? Alright. Hello, DB.
Get out of my way.
Almost over, Pete.
Out by the gate.
What's the last spot?
Back off.
Come on, Pete.
Take this.
So close. Pete, put your shield down. There you go. Alright. So let's see. As soon as Timeless River's done, I should get Limit. And then I can start leveling that up.
Serves you right. Ow, 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 ow.
I'm surprised I haven't gotten Anti-Form yet.
Yeah, and stay out.
Yeah, I know.
It's probably going to be literally the next time I do it. I'm going to get Anti-Form. I feel it.
Would somebody tell me what's been going on here? Who was that creep anyways?
Hello? That creep was you.
Sora, that's a secret.
Secret? What kind of secret? Oh, never mind.
I kind of like
Sorry I
Cat
put
Pete.
you guys through all that trouble.
Well, you don't really earn Anti-Form. It just happens.
And to show you
It's like
my
a... It's
appreciation,
random. Well, it's
I'll
not
let you
random.
Pilot my steamboat. Best little craft on the river.
It's supposed to be, like, the downfall of using, like, the forms too much. But, like, it's really fun to play as. It's basically, there's, like, a counter. And using certain forms raises that counter by 1. And then, so, like, Wisdom and Valor raises the counter by 1.
I'll bet you the
And, like,
temple's
I think it's, like, Master raises it by 3 or 5. And then Final gets rid of the counter entirely. But, there's no real max to it. It's just a % chance increase every time you use a different form that's not Final. Final form is also another like % chance thing. When you use Master, there's a small % chance that you get Final form. But the only difference between Final and Anti is that when you get Final, you can turn to Final whenever you want.
Acorn feast to celebrate. Because of your bravery, the castle is safe and protected again. Thank you so much for all you've done. Good work, you guys!
Now, boys, I hope you didn't do anything reckless while you were there.
I think I've gotten final every time I played the game, but like I only ever get it like near the very end. Because it is a very small % chance to get final.
Who?
Daisy is Donald's very special sweetheart.
Really?
Donald, you forgot about our date again. You'd better have a good excuse this time.
But Daisy,
I know it's an important
Whipped.
mission, but you could at least check in every once in a while.
Sure.
Donald?
Just be a minute.
Going somewhere?
I trust not.
Donald!
Damn, Donald.
Oh, look.
Oh yeah, the cornerstone's a thing for the keyhole. I feel like I'm forgetting something. This is a Disney game, and like more importantly, it's like just in a Disney world, but like, so expect cheesiness.
Daisy, we need Donald for just a little longer.
How much longer?
Well...
I'll be back soon, Daisy.
Don't you worry, Queen Minnie. We'll return.
Please tell the king that we're still looking for him.
I will. See you soon.
Think wisely.
Wisdom. Come on. Do I not get limit from Timeless River? Where do I get limit from? Is it from this world? I'm actually confused. I mean, I could go to there, but that's kind of pointless. I never liked Wisdom. Oh, Zigbar's so easy though. All you gotta do is just guard and then send his shots back at him.
Full speed ahead!
Oh, I'm in the middle of the section. Almost forgot. Can I kill this thing? Oh, I did. That's understandable. I like remember playing this game when I was like around that age too, and like I think the hardest thing for me was actually what it was is when I was younger than that, I played the original game when it came out, and I got stuck like on the Axel fight. And then when I got older, I bought like a PS4 again, or not a PS4, I bought a PS2 from like GameStop. And this was pretty much like right at the end when they were still selling PS2s. And I just got Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and played through them and beat them both around that time, because I never did as a child. Because when I was a kid, in Kingdom Hearts 1, I got stuck at Dragon Maleficent. And then, like, Kingdom Hearts 2, I got stuck at Axel and the Roxas tutorial. And then when I bought it and then played it again, I wasn't stuck at those parts. Oh, do you live, like, somewhere in Europe, DB? Because I think that's, like, the only place they call it EB Games. Australia. Yeah, that's also true. I think GameStop is just in North America, is what they call it in... I don't know, they might call it that somewhere else, but I don't know. I haven't been to, like, GameStop in a while. The next time I go to GameStop, probably... maybe next week. Because Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory comes out next week. I'll probably just buy it on the PlayStation Network. Electronics Boutique. That makes sense. If that was called that here, I'm sure, like, most Americans would just be really confused. Alright, time for Port Royale. Or Royal, technically, but whatever.
This place is
Kinda
I live
different.
in Florida. The retirement home state. There's almost nothing to do here in, like, the part that I live. So, like, if I ever just want to do something, it's like an hour drive. Well, because Florida is, like, known as, like, the place you go just to retire and, like, live, like, the rest of your days out. One second. There we go. It's just, like, a lot of, like, the elderly and stuff. That's why it's pretty much called that by pretty much everyone who lived here or lives here, and, like, whoever knows just has been to Florida. Alright, let's see. Abilities. Wisdom. What's dodge slash? Unleash attacks that deers. Alright. Donald has Fantasia, but I'm not going to use it. Goofy Tornado, might as well. What is, Wisdom gives quick run, right? Yep. Oh. Sora. Starseeker. Monochrome. Yep. Wait, what does this do? Increases the effect of restoration items used on the field. Oh, that's okay, I guess. I can't believe this is a world in this game.
Aye, and thanks to the curse put on it, we are neither among the living nor the dead.
Really? 'Cause you look like regular pirates to me.
Ah, but in the moonlight.
Whoa! Now I get what you were saying. Well, if you see two doofuses and a brat holding a keyblade, steer clear. They got a kind of magic that don't belong in this world, see? And nobody knows what it'll do to you. Especially when the moon's showing what you really
Just like
are.
the difference between
A match for
Barbosa, or just people in this world, and then Pete.
See there? I knew it. Those are the punks I was telling you about.
Who are you calling punks? It's Sora, Donald, and Goofy to you, and don't you forget it.
Oh, the range on this Keyblade actually looks kind of bad now that I look at
on
it.
your tombstone, to be sure.
Whoa, I like your style.
Man, half of you stay here and indulge these cullies. The rest, bring me that medallion.
Aye!
Aw, we only get to stomp on a few of you? Yeah.
I think we're just... Yep, there we go.
It's no use. We can't beat them.
Aye, what do you expect?
Yeah, I just started well, you can see on the title, it's like, this is technically my 19th day streaming. I do like the days by like what days on like how many days I've streamed all together.
Thanks for the tip.
I don't do weekends, I only do weekdays around this time. I've been like streaming since I guess if you're going by weekdays, I've skipped like a couple of days. It's been since last month, like early last month. I really like doing it, but not many people stop by. But I guess that's mostly just because I'm playing an old game. Nowadays, people don't really stop by that much for old games. It's usually just all the new stuff. So that's why I'm hoping more people show up once I start streaming like some games that come out. Let's see. Into the village. Village? Town. I cannot get that. That's level 3.
Where are you taking me? Let me go!
Oh, Elizabeth. I kind of wish this world comes back in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Elizabeth! Stop!
Because there's so many pirate movies.
What are they?
It's piranhas! Watch out!
We'll deal with them. Go! Take cover.
Man, I can't wait until that game comes out. That's this year. Unless they delay it. I like the effect of this. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was weird. My bad. Some strange noises. I hope it's not next year. because I think they said last year, like early last year or mid last year, they said that it was going to be quarter 3 or 4 of this year. So quarter 3 or 4 is obviously just like somewhere around. I'm feeling somewhere around November is what they're probably going to release it at. Yeah, they said that. Oh man, where was that? I saw it in like one of the articles that they said that they're gonna try to get it out this year somewhere around one of those quarters. I think it was when they announced the what was the newest world for them? It was when they did the Toy Story trailer, and then they said for a news article around there
now they've sailed.
That they're gonna try to get it out around that.
Then she's long gone.
Because like when they showed the Toy Story trailer, it was during what is that event that they do?
What are you doing about the Interceptor? She's off limits to civilians.
PlayStation Experience? It wasn't the PlayStation Experience. What is it? There's like that other event that Sony releases their games at, or shows off their games.
Captain Jack Sparrow, if you please. Take me with you. Help me hunt down the Black Pearl and save Miss Swan. I got you out of that jail cell, Sparrow.
I actually can't remember the name of it. It wasn't the PlayStation Experience, it was something else. I think, or was it the... I don't know. I've forgotten.
You can sail her all on your own.
You've a point there.
Thanks, Sparrow.
Captain Sparrow.
I'm Sora.
I just know it was in one of the news articles. But they said 3 or 4. I don't know which one it was. I would have to look up the article again.
No doubt name for your father, eh?
Yes.
Well then, Mr. Turner, you get us ready to make way. I have some effects to liberate.
Aye, aye. But hurry!
Naturally.
Sora? You really want to be a pirate?
Of course not.
What do you make of this will?
I don't know. We just met him.
I think my luck's about to change.
I do like this world. I wonder if... I don't think Johnny Depp is the voice actor for Jack in this game. Why do you have 3 draws? That's actually kind of funny. Well, talk to Will. It's the guy who plays Ratchet, really? That's cool.
You can
James Earl Turner, yeah.
Have
he has a lot of like just.
I'm of no further value to you.
Is it? No, I'm trying to think. Like he either has like a lot of roles in this game.
One of 882 identical pieces they delivered in a stone chest to Cortez himself.
I hardly believe in ghost stories anymore, Captain Barbosa.
That's exactly what I thought. Buried on an island of dead, what cannot be found except for those who know where it is. Find it we did. There be the chest.
Oh, he was
be the gold.
Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars.
We spent him and traded him and fritted him away on drink and food and pleasurable company. The more we gave him away, the more we came to realize the drink would not satisfy, and food turned to ash in our mouths. We are cursed men, Miss Turner. Compelled by greed we were, but now we are consumed by it.
It's Jack
How very
Sparrow.
sad for you.
There is one
The
way we
Prince.
can end
I don't know who the
curse.
Prince is, but he played the
All
Prince.
the scattered pieces of the Aztec gold must be gathered and restored to the stone chest. And the blood of every soul who touched a piece of the treasure must be
Who's the
repaid.
Prince?
Miss
Oh, the
Turner.
Prince. I was
For
like,
10 years we've searched
because I was looking
every
and he
league
did
of
the
these
Prince in
waters,
Birth by
every
Sleep, and I'm like,
town,
who's the
village,
Prince?
preying on sailors and settlers alike.
And
881
I'm pretty sure
pieces we found.
the Prince is the Prince from
All those years
from
you've been
Cinderella's
safe
world.
in your bed, reading your pirate stories, dreaming of adventures in the high seas. We've endured torments worse than death itself. But now, thanks to ye, we have the final piece at last. When this medallion
Barbosa
is
just
restored
his
to
model
the
looks kind of
chest,
weird.
we'll be free to roam the seas as
Yeah, that was
men.
him, because I just looked on
No longer will
IMDb
we
and it
be
said that he was the
ghosts.
Prince. I don't know which Prince because it didn't specify.
Blood that's to be repaid.
But the only other Prince other than him is the
That's
one
why
from
there's
Sleeping
no
Beauty.
sense to be killing you. Yet. You see, the moonlight shows us for what we really are. We are not among the living, and so we cannot die. But neither are we dead. I've suffered
God, this model's
too long.
horrifying.
You'd best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. For you see, tonight, you're in one.
Good effect. Good scene from the movie. Alright, let's explore the ship. Okay. What's down here? Hey. I do not have enough money for both of these. Actually, I should probably sell stuff. You know what? Maybe I won't. I can't just sell, like, whatever I have extra of. Because I don't... What do you rate 5 out of 7? I hate these... Where do these pirates come from? There's no ships nearby. Oh, the cutscene? It would be better if it was in the new... See, that's why I also want just, like, this in the next game, because the next game's running on the Unreal Engine. So I want to see this world in Unreal. Let me see if my controller's charged. Yeah, that's good. So I can just take off that. Well, that was weird. Literally just 0 frames for like a good 2 seconds there. It's fine now. Weird. I guess it's because it's been raining around here lately. What's after this? Nightmare Before Christmas World. And what else? I'm playing this on PS4. That doesn't matter. What am I doing? Yep, playing this on PS4. What's after this? So, I'm here. There's still the second run of going back to the worlds. I'm trying to see if I can beat this game before the end of the week.
Every last piece that went astray, we have returned, save for this. And now, the blood will be repaid to free us.
I might not be
from
able
this
to now that I
curse
think about it.
forever.
Actually, that's not true. I might be able to if I just stream a little bit longer. I mean, I usually stream like 3, sometimes 4 hours a day. Because those are like usually around the best times for me.
Quick, they're after us!
We'll hold them off. Give us a sign when the ship's ready to sail.
Right. We'll light the signal fire.
Right now it's 9:20 in the morning. I've been streaming since 8 o'clock. There we go. I hate the gimmick of this world. I usually stream until like 12. It is like, it is a very early start, but like the thing is like around this. Oh, did I just have to hold them off? Oh. It's 1:24 a.m. Yeah. Well, cause here's the thing: is like from 8 all the way until technically I could stream until 3, but like I also upload these streams to YouTube. But so I usually just do it like 3-4 hours, so it's not too long. Because I'm not really good with editing, so I can't really put them into parts.
And now, the blood will be repaid to free us from this curse.
But like these, or right now is like the best time for me to stream. Like for me, usually I know there's not going to be really that many people up.
When it's of greatest profit to you?
May I ask you something?
Later I have like...
Have I ever given you reason not to trust me? Stay here and try not to do anything
Later I
stupid.
usually have interruptions, so can't really have those during streaming.
begun by blood. By blood undone.
I really just need to learn how to do it, but like I don't know what would be like the best program for it.
You, mate! Your father! Was your father William Turner?
No.
I don't understand. What's going on? Who brought this wench to us? She said her name was
Camtasia? Yeah, I should probably use Camtasia.
Why isn't it working? You need more blood. Get on with idiots.
Hurry.
You there! The medallion! After them, you ingrates!
Okay. I think I'll be able to, if I think about it, if I do, better go back to Port Royale. I'm like trying to think, how can I beat this? Or like, how fast can I beat this? And like the fastest I'm thinking of right now is if I just go do, without doing every world, if I just complete the game as fast as possible. So that means I would have to like just ignore the Pride Lands. I have to ignore the Pride Lands, Atlantica, what else? The Winnie the Pooh book. Oh yeah, like you don't have to go to like every world in this game to beat the game. You only really need to go to the main ones. So like all you have to do is you have to do the first 3. So like you have to do the first 3 that are shown. You have to go to Disney Town. The ones you can skip are the Pride Lands, Atlantica, the Winnie the Pooh world, and I want to say the Space Paranoids. The second time you can skip.
It's yours. From that day we found you, drifting at sea.
After all this time, I thought I'd lost it. It was a gift from my father. He sent it to me.
It's really weird.
I'm sorry.
Like it's just you don't really have to do any. Like how it does like progression in this game is that there's the first visit to the certain worlds.
That you were a pirate.
So
that would have been awful.
there is a thing that happens.
Don't you see? It wasn't your blood they needed. It was my father's blood.
You skip Atlantica.
My blood.
I mean, yeah. Or I mean, you don't skip Atlantica.
Of a pirate.
I like playing. Like, here's the thing.
How the blazes did you get off that island, Jack?
When
So,
you sailed away in my
words.
ship
I'm like-
and marooned me on that godforsaken spit of land with naught but a pistol and a single shot, you forgot one very
So-
important thing, mate.
I do,
Captain
if I'm
Jack
playing
Sparrow.
without the stream or if without trying to rush, I pretty much would
I won't
do
be making that
every
mistake
world
again.
first
Then
and
what say
second.
you to putting the past
But because I
behind
want to
us,
get these done
untying
before
these
next
ropes,
Friday,
letting me negotiate the return of your
I'm
medallion, mate.
gonna
What say
have
you
to
that?
just go as fast as I
Seeing
can.
as how the Black Pearl's mine now,
So that means,
letting you go doesn't seem to.
like,
fall within my
as soon as I get
interest.
done with
Odd.
the Nightmare
I'm
Before
not
Christmas
actually
level,
concerned with your interest.
or
Give
world,
me back the pearl.
I think right after you beat that,
All right.
there's the stuff that happens at Radiant Garden, or Hollow Bastion.
on the interceptor.
And so if you go to do that immediately after,
Think, you idiot.
that starts the second visits to mostly all the worlds.
Will, look!
And I think all you have to do is like the same amount you did before until Twilight Town opens up again.
I'm not sure. I suppose.
And then from there, it's just a straight track to the final boss.
Will!
Everyone hit the deck!
We're just gonna have to fight.
Atlantica's not that bad in this game, I guess. Because it's just like a rhythm game in this game. So I don't really hate it. Come over here. God damn it. Get over here. Oh, I almost died. Come on. I'm gonna need you to, like, knock that off. Which one of you has it? Oh my god. I'm actually kind of confused what it wants me to do, other than beat all these pirates.
It's over. Yeah.
Just lead all the pirates over here. Dang it. Did this guy? Which one of you has it? It doesn't say. Oh, is this guy? I'm gonna guess it wants me to beat everything. Well, wait. Oh, never mind. This is probably the last guy, actually. Yep.
We beat the pirates.
Well, did you know?
Jack.
How did you get captured, Jack? I like how they only used just Jack. Like the only original character, or like the only characters from the movie they used was Jack, Elizabeth, Will, and Barbossa. They didn't bother making like models for any of the other crew.
Go ahead, boy. Shoot. We can't die.
You can't. But I can.
Wait, is he gonna aim it at himself?
My father was Bootstrap Bill Turner. His blood runs in my veins.
Are you gonna...
Aye?
On my word, do as I say, or I'll pull this trigger and be lost at Davy Jones' locker.
Name your
Oh, they didn't do it.
Mr. Turner.
I'm so sad. This is an edit. So if you look at his arm, it's really hard to tell, but that's not the original model's arm. Or like how it's supposed to do it. In the...
Agreed.
In the Japanese version of this game,
But the heartless.
in the Japanese version of the game, Will at that scene has the gun pointed to his head because he said he was gonna blow off his head.
No fair.
But because they had to localize this, that wasn't allowed. So that's why he says he's just gonna. Why it looks like he's just gonna jump. I thought that... I wish they kept that. There's videos of it, because if people play, obviously, the Japanese version. What did I get? Oh, that's pretty good. Yep. Donald learned something? Oh, draw. Yeah, you can't really mention suicide in the game. Kids game. I mean, in Japan, it's, it doesn't have the rating for a kids game. That's the only reason why that they took it out, is because they didn't want to change the rating.
All clear.
Is it real interesting? I would assume it's just like...
That's the second time I've had to watch that
man
sail away with
I would assume for the censorship, it's like...
back soon enough.
You gotta always know, like, what's okay in what country. So, like, you gotta just, like, be careful with, like, what you say or what you do. Like, I've seen some pretty dumb censorship things happen in other countries for games that come out. Like, I think GTA 5 was banned in Australia. Is this Marluxia? Or not Marluxia, Larxene? I can fight her? Yeah, let's not, though. I wonder if I could beat her, actually. Now I'm just tempting. Yep, just walking through. They'll never get me with this very strange zigzag pattern that I'm going with. Aw, damn, that one guy shot me. Alright, man, good night.
Now, let's be trying this again.
Thanks for showing
The
up.
last of the
Have a nice day.
Aztec treasure has been returned. And now, the blood will be repaid to free us from this curse forever. This time for sure.
Or night, yeah.
Ahoy! Treasure, mateys!
Not possible.
Not probable. We were young and we're pirates.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Sora!
Donald Duck!
Goofy, too.
So you want to play pirate? Best save the play acting for the nursery. After them!
No more play acting now.
Thank you, Sora.
Oh, where's Jack?
Why is Sora the only one with an actual, like... Sora doesn't have a last name, none of them do.
Jack! Get him!
Huh?
And he's dead.
You're a fool, Jack Sparrow.
I got him. That is a trick I always wanted to do in real life, but have no idea how to.
Jack.
Show yourself, Pete! The tide has changed!
See? I told you you'd be needing old Pete.
What is this weird thing? Oh yeah, the chameleon that... the light. Where's the eyes? Over there. Come on. Alright. Oh, it's a good thing I can do that in the air. Stop shooting me! Alright, sir, you're being... Eyes, 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 eyes.
Blast you to bits!
Back off! It's over!
Hey, try a piece
Oh.
of this!
Alright, well, it was a nice try. Sir, please get out of the moonlight or the shade. Yeah, please step into the light so that may murder you. Is this gonna kill him? Yeah, it is.
This ain't over.
Right. Care to surrender, Barbosa?
when you look over to Discord
Well, enough of this.
and your
then.
friends just... You don't know what to do with them.
What say you we call it a draw?
Jack, how many times do I have to tell you?
Laugh while you can, Barbosa.
And dead. See, now that has to suck.
I feel cold.
What now, Jack?
Whatever I want, now that the pearl is mine again.
That she is. Thank you, Jack.
I didn't want you hitting me again, mate.
Hey, Jack. Good luck.
And remember to be good.
I'm off.
Will!
Poor Jack.
Good for them.
Uh-huh. Hey, Sora, how come your face is all red?
What? It is not red.
It's not red.
I know who you're thinking about.
Yep.
Alright.
You know, for a minute there, I was afraid we were gonna lose Donald to the curse of the treasure.
Yup, me too.
What?
Donald, don't act surprised. You're greedy. Well, this looks like a cool Keyblade. Aladdin, that's what it was. Oh, I forgot Agrabah was in this game. Let's see, Jafar. No, is it? Jafar, the thing that steals presents. No, the thing steals presents is after. It's Oogie or Jafar. I'm gonna fight Jafar. Oh cool, mini ships. I know how to roll, game.
This sure is exciting.
Wait, is this the highway? Oh, it's the highway. Crap. I see it. Huh. It's a lot easier than I thought it was. Music is great. The gummy sections have amazing music. Alright. What? Oh, I killed it. Hey. Did I kill the thing? Wait a second, what? I guess I killed that rolling thing. Alright, time to go to Agrabah. You know, I'm probably supposed to go to the other one before this. Oh, but the genie summons here. Hey, it's Iago, not Gilbert Godfrey.
Gosh, I wonder how Aladdin and Jasmine are doing.
Hey, maybe Riku's with them.
Yeah.
Why would Riku be here? Why would Riku or the king be here?
Come on, Donald, you were thinking the same thing.
No, I wasn't.
Uh-oh, it's Iago!
Wait, you got me all wrong!
You're all right.
No, I mean, it's not the old me. I turned over a new feather. I'm legit. No more scams. Promise.
That's your new scam.
You gotta believe me.
So, let's go.
Is it Gilbert Godfrey?
I was stuck inside that lamp with your father, remember?
Man, now I don't know.
But I finally escaped.
Because it does sound it.
So, free as a bird, huh?
Have fun.
Gosh, fellers, he looks pretty sad.
I want to apologize to Aladdin and Jasmine. Could you guys maybe put in a good word for me?
Sure. We can do that, can't we?
Watch out!
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I should really try wisdom here, but no. Oh, you should be, like, extremely dead. Also, how have I not gone anti-form yet?
Where are they all coming from?
Ah! 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 Hello! Woo! Woo! Ah!
How?
This way!
There's an amount of lazy. That's an amount of like clumsiness that should not be helpful. I would stay, but... And it's gone, so it doesn't matter, so I'll go back in. Aegis Chain, That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll save. How close am I to a level? That's the journal. But while I'm at it... Still not all of them. Okay. Three pieces left. And then that can go here. And that'll go... I'm gonna keep it like that. And then that's the cover of Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2. Sora, Metronome. Some new aerial stuff, which I will check out later. Teamwork. Oh, Second Chance. That's a good ability. Valor will level up in 122. Okay. Well, I guess since there's nothing spawning because we're walking around, take this chance to open up every chest available to me. Okay, it was fire. Just trying to figure out how to open that. Oh, I almost missed that. Ooh, an AP boost. All for Sora. My nose itches. That's a duality. Oh, I just stopped getting the heart ones, or maybe this is not here.
Jasmine!
Sora, Donald, Goofy. Your Majesty. I never had the chance to thank you for before. You helped Aladdin defeat that awful Jafar and save Agrabah.
All in a day's work. But, it looks like the Heartless are up to no good again. Is there any way we can help you out?
I think we're all right for now.
And you always got Aladdin.
He hasn't been himself lately.
Huh? Is it because of the Heartless?
I'm not sure. Usually, he's the same cheerful Aladdin. But sometimes, he just seems sad. He leaves the palace and goes off by himself all the time. I've asked him about it, but he says nothing's wrong.
Ugh.
He's gone again today. What if he doesn't come back this time?
Hey, maybe he's got a secret girlfriend. I know. I'll go find out who she is.
Iago! Quick, Sora! Oh, catch him! And I'll warn the guards and everyone in the palace.
That's the thing. Iago's not...
And she's gone.
Nice move.
Maybe it's something you said.
How do you fly like that?
Gee,
You literally
maybe
just
we
didn't
should
move
go
your
talk to
wings for a
Aladdin.
second. You
He's
should have
gotta
fell.
be somewhere in town, right?
Good idea. I wonder what he's been doing.
Stop, thief! Hi, Sora. Come back here! If you can't control that furball, put a leash on him.
Look, I'm sorry. You should be ashamed of yourself, Abu. No hard feelings? Abu? Hey guys, sorry about earlier. I was kinda in a hurry.
What happened?
You know Abu, he couldn't keep his paws off that lamp. No talking your way out of this one.
And like normally, the monkey's the only smart one here. I wonder what it's like being stuck in a lamp. Oh. Alright. What does Aladdin have? Alright, nothing really too amazing. I should check how close I am to a level. Okay, well, I guess I don't have to anymore. Good job, Donald. Heart? Frontier. Dang it. Oh, there was a chest up there. Just... no... Huh. Was really expecting something to be there. Really? Need glide for that, so there's no point in trying. Torn page? Oh, skill ring. Oh. I guess I'll just give the ability ring to Goofy. Does that give Sora enough for... Oh, I have 37 now? Wow. Okay, so none of those. Okay, not that one. So these two. And then... item boost, I guess. So we just walk to the Cave of Wonders because we don't have carpet?
This is it!
Let's see. Power Stone, Heart, Daylight. Daylight, that's another new one. Oh, look, an item. You know what? I don't need to fight this. This place always did look kind of cool. In the second game, at least. In the first game, I hated it. Alright, lady. You'll cool it with your magic. The frontier. A jewel floats above. And just like that, the monkey ruins everything. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Save. What level is Aladdin? 20. So I'm technically underleveled. Got it. Are you kidding me?
This is it. This is it.
Go, go. Got it.
Heal. Let's go.
Dang it. Flame bodies.
Take this. It's over.
No! Ah, so close.
It's over. Back off.
Torn pages? A map. Let's go back to the top. Look at all this poorly... This is like not at all what gold should look like piled up together.
There.
Looks like somebody put stacks of corn here.
Oh boy, it's perfect. That guy's gonna want this.
Sure looks valuable.
Great. Now let's go get that lamp. We gotta keep Jafar bottled up, or he's gonna destroy Agrabah.
Donald, no.
Snap out of it, Donald!
Oh, these things are easy.
Why does this always happen?
This is it.
guys die in like one hit. Pete, what are you doing, buddy? Okay, well now see, now these are problems. I hate this. How does this even happen? Come on. These guys are actually annoying. And it's over.
Whew. Let's go.
Hello?
Stop your whining and hand it over.
Oh no, I'm trading it for treasure. This lamp is going to bring me riches.
Oh, no, you don't know. Get back here, you little...
Oh, I remember now. The boss of this world is the giant ice cube and the giant fire thing.
Thank you.
It's mine!
Lamp hog?
Go away!
Gotcha.
No fair!
I win. Huh? Whoa.
Nice one, Iago.
Way to go!
Don't drop it!
Look! Behind you!
Is Pete leaving Inda in the wall? No. Dang. How do you...
Nice try, Bird Brain. Just wait till Jafar's free. He's gonna make one beauty of a Heartless.
Genie, I thought you had your legs back.
Al! It's been eons! Al, you
princely little muffin you. Cosmic travel can get so lonely without a friend. To think I left you forlorn and genieless. Oh, the humanity!
Genie?
Hey, Al, have you been putting on weight? Oh, of course. What am I saying? You're living at the palace now. Aladdin. Jasmine. I can just picture it. Wait, tell me, am I being a pest? Just a big blue pest? Oh, who cares, Al? I'm just so glad to see you.
Genie.
I'll teach you to make a fool out of me!
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Time for Plan B. I'm finishing you mugs
Wait,
off
where'd the
right
plant
now.
go? Oh. Hit the mic.
It's over. It's over. Yeah. Back off. Yeah. It's over. It's over. Take this.
I should probably be focusing one or the other, but I think it might be easier just to do this. Alright.
This is it. Let's go. It's over. Back off.
What is that?
It's over.
You know, these guys kind of remind me of just like Majin Buu a little bit. It's a really weird comparison, but I just think of him. It, whatever. There we go.
You mess with me for the last time. I'm
I
gonna
guess I'm
get
not under
you
leveled,
yet.
really.
Yeah! All right! Hey.
What is the point of putting a lamp in like a coffin?
Catch him!
Oh god.
He must have secretly stolen it from the Cave of Wonders.
That's pretty amazing.
I guess some things are just hard to resist.
Why is this random gem we saw for a second the thing that seals the keyhole?
Sora, what is it?
I think it's time for us to go.
Will you be back?
We will. I promise.
But where did Genie go? There's the charm. Oh. Oh yeah, Pluto's here for some reason. Is there an explanation how Pluto got here?
Maybe waiting isn't good enough.
My thoughts exactly. If you have a dream, don't wait. Act. One of life's little rules. Got it memorized?
Who are you?
Axel. I happen to be an acquaintance of Sora's. Why don't we go see him?
Sora?
This is dramatic looking. I guess it's Naminé.
We've got something in common, Kairi. You and I both miss someone we care about. Hey, I feel like we're friends already.
You're not acting very friendly.
And she just left whoever she was living with. Hi, Jones.
Hey, what is this place? Huh?
You okay?
And now she's in Twilight Town.
What? You and that dog came flying out of a hole in the wall. He nearly gave us heart attacks.
So Twilight Town is open again. So if I go back there now, that'll start the redoing of everything. Go back to Twilight Town and start the second visit, or do one of these two. First of all, I should start at least. I should at least open up the little cycle, the gummy ship sections, so that way I don't have to do them on the second try.
Let's go!
This one's kind of fast. Music's pretty good too. Oh, yep, and you're back. This is a strong one. Man, this music's good. I never really pay attention to the music usually, but man, this is actually just like a really good one. Where's that stupid thing that was chasing me earlier? Because I know it's not dead. If it was dead, that'd be too easy. I was like, what is that effect that was happening right there? I thought that was like my stream, but it was just the TV in general. Or it was the game in general. Oh, that's the speed lines. It's a weird effect for speed lines. I'm gonna die at some point. I guess not. Okay, what is this? It's 24. You were 22. Proceed. What do I get here? It's Highwind level 7. Invincible level 1. Nah.
This sure is exciting.
Oh, dude, it's this music. if there's a boss here too. So far, it doesn't look like it. I guess you are the boss. Whoa, 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 whoa. I guess it's gone. You don't just throw a bullet hell monster at me for no reason. The heck, man? Oh. Yo, this thing spazzes out way too much, and it's done. Yo, can you... Thanks. It's over, thank God. I thought I was gonna die at the end there. And 26. I'm like just trying to think now what I want to do. 28. Okay, well, it wants me to go over and do these. I'm like trying to think, it's like, do I want to do these or do I don't? Kinda don't want to do these yet. Alright, second visit times.
Help! The Sandlot! It's Cypher! Somebody please help us!
Okay. I never want to hear Vivi talk ever again.
We've got trouble.
Where's the Sandlot? It's this way, right? I keep trying to do dodge roll, but I don't have dodge roll. kind of sad that I don't know where everything is. It's there. Yep, Sandlot. They're just dusks. Come on, Cypher, what the heck? Combo plus. I wanted high jump level 3. Or level 2. Why are there berserkers here? Oh! That's the first time I've died in a while. Hey, did I still keep the combo plus? I did not. A leaf bracer would be so useful. Oh, there's a chest over there, but I don't really care. Alright, let's try that again.
Let's go! Yeah, this is it! Back off! Yeah. Take this! Yeah. Yeah, take this! Take this! Yeah. This is it! Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Ow, 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 ow. all... Man, I'm getting my tail handed to me by berserkers. Okay then, smart idea. Do this, and then come back. And now I don't have to worry about anything. Let me just look around for items. See? Can't check out items. Okay. I don't really have anything else. So, yep. This time, for sure. I think this is actually doing this gets me limit. No, sorry. Oh. This is bad. Oh, that was it. I just kept dying on the last wave.
Impressive. By the way, have you seen a man named Axel?
Ah, that's why I was fighting
He's here
berserkers.
somewhere.
Like I
Because
care.
they're
You see,
Sayaks.
Axel's no longer acting in our best interest.
Is he with the organization too?
Yes.
You having a fight?
Not a very organized organization.
Don't let your guard down. Axel will stop at nothing to turn you into a Heartless.
Gee, thanks for looking out for us, mister.
but I'm sure we can take care of ourselves just fine.
Glad to hear it. Axel aside, it would break our hearts to hear something happen to you.
Hearts? You don't have any hearts.
True, we don't have hearts.
Yep.
But
hi, Syax.
We remember what it was like. That's what makes us special.
What do you mean?
We know very well how to injure a heart. Sora, you just keep on fighting those heartless.
Let's jump in after him.
How come?
I'm not sure, but maybe he'll lead us to the organization's world.
Don't be reckless. Do you want to end up like Riku?
What? Hey! Wait! What did he mean, end up like Riku?
Hey, how about you get out of my
Sora,
town
what was
now?
your idea
You've caused enough trouble.
to just jump in the big darkness portal?
Come on, guys.
Hold it.
Make up your mind.
This goes to the strongest guy in Twilight Town.
Thanks, but we don't really need it. Whoa!
Just give it to Goofy. Strongest man in Twilight Town.
Oh, Sora! Pence, right? Do you know a girl named Kairi? Kairi? I sure do! Then you better come to the station.
Oh, this is the dude. I forgot his name. The exact person whose name I forgot. I like skateboarding. Do you want to skateboards? Wait. Oh. I just bought a shield that was pretty much useless, is what I'm getting from this. Who has a new ability? Oh, I do.
Hey!
Hey, so how do you guys know Kairi? Kairi was really here?
Yeah. And she said she was looking for you.
Tell me where she is!
Well...
What a romantic story.
If you stick around, Sora's bound to show up.
Yeah, he said he's coming back.
Okay.
What took you so long, Kairi?
Man,
Somehow,
Axel
I
just has like
knew
a
you'd be
Kairi
here.
tracker or something.
I tell you, Kairi, you've got a lot of guts jumping right into the darkness like that.
Do none of you have weapons? I could swore that Hayner would at least have a struggle bat.
Kairi.
You think it might have been Axel?
Sorry. Hey, it's not your fault.
Has Sora seen
on,
Axel?
Cheer up.
Like yet?
Like I can even say that. I gotta help Kairi. That was close.
Oh.
Sora?
Sora, are you okay?
Huh? What?
Well, Twilight Town is locked. Or unlocked, or whatever it is doing this.
What just happened? A new road is open, and Kairi and Riku are waiting somewhere along it.
You'd better hurry then.
You coming back?
Promise.
Hey, Oathkeeper. Yes! Limit form. Oh, cutscene.
I passed on the message as you so desired. I told the young Sora to keep defeating the Heartless.
Good. Not only have you the power to inflict pain, you also have the power to plant seeds of doubt in one's receptive heart. Sora will soon begin to doubt himself. It will cause him to hesitate, and that hesitation will turn to anger. That anger will fuel him to get rid of his apprehension and move forward.
What?
He will pave the way for the future we desire.
There's something I've meant to ask.
About Axel, the poor fool. How long will he keep chasing the illusion of friendship when he himself lacks emotion, trying so hard to retrieve what he has lost when it may never have existed in the first place? He deserves nothing more than our pity.
Alrighty then.
Don't be sad.
Donald's right, you know. Why, you're the key that connects everything.
So it's all my fault.
Gorge, I didn't mean that. Just...
You said.
Oh no! Hollow Bastion!
You're right, Chipper. I wonder what's going...
Sora! Wait!
Okay, going here is what resets everything. So... it's already about 3 hours. So I'll stop for today, and then tomorrow we get that, these... we do start doing the seconds. So, until tomorrow.